You're permanent to be swept out of it. God is not going to change the situation because you're getting ready to move. Nudge your neighbor and say, I'm getting ready to move. It don't matter what you do with it. It don't matter that you don't like me. It don't matter that you don't appreciate it.
Even if you're not well versed in his religious teachings, T.D. Jakes is likely a name you recognize. While his church initially propelled him into the media limelight, various other incidents have ensured his ongoing presence there. Some of these occurrences have been unexpectedly surprising, like the recent news involving his son. According to Dallas police reports, Jermaine Donald Jakes, the son of T.D. Jakes, the influential Dallas megachurch pastor, renowned for his views on homosexuality, was apprehended in a sting operation targeting gay activity at Keith Park some time ago. The younger Jakes faced charges of indecent exposure, allegedly exposing himself in front of two undercover Vice detectives.
In the middle of chaos, because after a while, anytime you know too much, you stop living your best self.
Senior CPL Janice Cruther, a DPD spokeswoman, confirmed that the detectives involved were both male. According to the arrest affidavit, the detectives were responding to citizen complaints about suspicious activity when they observed Jermaine Jakes and several other unidentified males parking their vehicles in the lot east of the park. Subsequently, the detectives followed Jakes into the wooded area where he approached them with his genitals exposed through his unzipped pants. As detailed in the affidavit, Jakes maintained eye contact with one of the detectives while engaging in this behavior for several seconds. Despite the presence of pedestrians and joggers on a nearby trail, Jakes made no attempt to conceal his actions, as noted in the court records. Interestingly, Jermaine Jakes listed his place of employment as T.D. Jakes Ministries, a fact that struck many as unusual given the circumstances. However, Jakes was ultimately released at the scene after being detained. For those unfamiliar, T.D. Jakes is renowned as the founder of the Potter's House, a prominent church located in South Dallas with a congregation of around 30,000 members.
Infallible word of God, because that is what the pulpit is for. But there will be a time so you can stop dragging people and arguing with people.
The irony of this situation is glaring. The preacher has been an outspoken critic of same-gender marriage, even drawing criticism from HIV/AIDS activists for what they perceive as his contribution to the stigma surrounding homosexuality and substance use. Yet here we have his own son caught in a compromising situation involving same-gender relations. T.D. Jakes himself has made his stance clear, stating, following these events, Jermaine Jakes' attorney, Faye Johnson, released a statement acknowledging awareness of the allegations and asserting that an investigation was underway. However, due to an ongoing government investigation, no further comments were provided at the time. The situation doesn't end there. The preacher may soon find himself facing SA allegations in court. One of his former mentees, Manasseh Jordan, revealed in a recent video that individuals who claim to be victims of the alleged misconduct by the preacher are preparing to take legal action against him. This corroborates earlier claims of misconduct against Jakes. Manasseh Jordan, a former mentee of Bishop T.D. Jakes, has stepped forward alleging that the prominent Dallas pastor groomed him. He recently disclosed that additional victims have emerged, indicating a troubling pattern of misconduct. The relationship between Jordan and Jakes is not entirely concealed, as evidenced by a circulating photo showing Diddy resting his head on the shoulders of the influential pastor. It seems that Jordan has managed to break free from what he perceives as the hold of his former mentor, and he is now using his platform to advocate for other victims. In a video posted on December 30th, Jordan discussed the new victims who have recently come forward against Bishop T.D. Jakes. Manasseh alleges that two victims he spoke with were supposedly groomed and essayed by Bishop T.D. Jakes. In his video, Manasseh claimed that these victims confided in him about the alleged grooming and essay carried out by Bishop Jakes. He stated that the victims informed him that Bishop Jakes had allegedly essayed them, not only as victims of grooming, as he had described in previous videos, but also as victims of SA by the same individual who groomed him. According to Manasseh Jordan, they're going to be pressing charges. It's one thing to openly oppose certain groups like the alphabet community, but when your own son becomes entangled in what you condemn, it takes things to another level. And when you're accused of the very behaviors you speak against, that's a whole different story, wouldn't you say? Especially when legal action might be on the horizon.